My name is Asaf. I work for the Wikimedia Foundation in the community development team. And this lightning talk will briefly present about the WikiLearn learning platform. Some of you may have already heard about it, but I have some news even for those who have heard about it. It's an online learning environment for the Wikimedia movement, for all of you, for all of us. And why do we want such a thing? As you know, the Wikimedia ecosystem is rich and complex. It's not just the wiki. It's a whole bunch of tools and norms and communication channels and networks of affiliates and governance structures. And it's all quite complex to negotiate, especially for beginners. We also have our movement strategy. One of the core initiatives prioritized in the movement strategy is to develop skills and leadership in the movement. That's literally one of the most urgent things we need to do, says the strategy. And the materials that we already have, learning materials, are, let's say, uneven, to be charitable. Some of the material is incomplete, some of it is outdated, some of it is just pedagogically not very good. It's just not good as a learning resource. And those materials that do exist are hard to discover. Many of you are newer Wikimedians and probably remember how hard you had to struggle to find some resource that did exist, but you didn't know about it when you needed it. And of course, in the worst case, those learning resources simply do not exist. Until a few years ago, we had no comprehensive learning resource about Wikidata. And then I made one. But anyone else could have made one as well, right? But they didn't. So it took me to just come and make a Wikidata introductory lecture. So like Wikidata, there are other things that are not covered well today by high quality learning resources. And we know that in-person trainings face-to-face, like the ones I've done in India several times, where I came to a community, I met with you, we ate lunch, and I taught you, are definitely the best, right? In-person, in-country, ideally in language. Unfortunately, I don't speak anything relevant other than English, but that's obviously the best way to teach. However, in-person training also has downsides. There are some people who can't make it to an in-person training for whatever reason. It's too far, it's too expensive, they can't take the time off, they have dependents, etc. Maybe they're anonymous and they want to preserve their anonymity and they're not willing to see each other face-to-face. These are all good reasons to not ever attend online training. So online training also has downsides. And so, in-person training also has downsides. And so online training, even though it is at best a little less effective than in-person training, still can reach many more people than in-person training could. It can reach those people who will never attend an in-person training event. And it is scalable, right? It can reach thousands of people rather than dozens of people. So that's the why. That's why we want an online learning platform. And so what we've done is we've built such a platform called WikiLearn, and the URL is coming up. And that is a learning management system, or LMS. It's the software of the class of software that some of you may know from university. Software like Moodle or HighLearn or Coursera, right? It's that kind of platform. It's based on free software called OpenEdX that we have improved for Wikimedia. One of the biggest things we've improved, we've added on top of the free OpenEdX is content translation. Just like we can translate articles from one language to another on Wikipedia, we wanted to be able to translate courses and course materials. If someone builds a fantastic course in Punjabi, there's no reason the rest of the movement couldn't benefit from that, translating from the Punjabi. Maybe through English, but translating from the original high-quality Punjabi course. And so that's something we added. It wasn't there, but we spent money and time building it. So this platform supports teaching in live video lessons, which is as close to in-person teaching as you can get, right? Like on a Google Meet or something, right? Or a Hangout or a Zoom, you can teach lessons. You can also have pre-recorded videos, which is more like Coursera, for those of you who know that site, where you can just prepare a course for self-study, self-paced study. You can have exercises, multiple choice questions, open questions, assignments where people really have to write an answer and submit it as a document or a presentation. So it's a fairly flexible platform. It allows discussions on the platform. It even has a small built-in wiki so that the particular course can have its own little course wiki to, let learners collect resources. And we already have several public courses that you can already take. A public course means anyone can take it at any time. Some courses are not public, they are built for a particular cohort of learners, and the course instructor wants to choose those learners themselves, etc. And that's also possible on the platform. But the public courses that already exist, this is what it looks like, the catalog of the courses. There are others. But you can just see there's a number of courses already available. You can also see, with this, yes, can barely see it. You can see down at the bottom, these yellowish courses are in Swedish. So already the platform includes not just materials in English. The materials we built at the foundation are in English, but there are already, for example, Wikimedia Sweden has already deployed 3 courses on the platform and is about to deploy 3 more courses. And Wikimedia Poland has also deployed courses on the platform, Wikimedia Argentina in Spanish. So it's already ready for you to develop content in your language. Once you take a course, you're in a learning environment that looks something like this. You can see at the top, it's part of a course, section 2, whatever, and you have a video here that you can play and download. For those of you with slower connections and issues, you can download the video so that you can watch it without interruption. And the videos have subtitles, which also is very important for accessibility, both for people who have a harder time understanding the spoken English, or for those who want to run it through machine translation, etc. All the videos come with written subtitles. This is an example of an exercise. As you can see right below the video, it's just a multiple choice question that is a comprehension question, right? I've just taught you what is stakeholder mapping, and now let's see that you got it. It's not a test or anything, it's for you, right, to see that you got it, and you can try again if you got it wrong. It's not supposed to be a stressful test. So this is a list of the courses that are already available: Introduction to Public Speaking, Introduction to Partnership Building, Safety for Grant Recipients, Assess Your Digital Security Risks, Addressing Harassment Online, and Wikimedia Projects and Free Culture, and ABC for Beginners. We're just starting the platform. We fully expect the platform to host hundreds and hundreds of courses in many languages, so this is really just the beginning, but you can already take these courses if you like. Here are some courses that are coming soon. In the coming year, or less, you will see courses called Preparing to Participate in Wikimedia Projects, 101 Ways to Contribute to Wikimedia, The Voice of Wikipedia, an Introduction to Neutral Point of View, and Sourcing Knowledge Verifiability on Wikipedia. So these are courses on core policies that perhaps have been missing. And if you like them, if you like the way we're going to build them, you can of course translate them into your languages and use it on the platform or off. You can just take it to use it in your own outreach, etc. And there's also going to be a course on structured data on commons using OpenRefine, a very powerful tool that's very hard to pick up on your own. So a tutorial is very necessary there. Who can use this? Who is it for? So I already said it is for all of us. It is for the entire Wikimedia movement, newbies and experienced editors, program organizers, anyone who wants, including people who don't contribute to Wikipedia. They can still take these courses. Why not? We're all about sharing free knowledge, right? All you need is a Wikimedia account. And you know how easy that is, right? So even if someone doesn't have a Wikimedia account but wants to learn about partnership building, they can just create a Wikimedia account and take the course. For now, if you want to develop content on the platform, you need to talk to me, just so that I can see that you are someone I trust. The reason is we don't yet have any governance on the platform. It's really just me running it. And I don't speak many of your languages, so I need to know that I'm trusting someone with developing the content rather than someone telling me, yeah, I'm going to do a course, and then ending up, I don't know, hosting pornography or any other kind of abuse, right? So because of that, we have this interim stage where basically only people I personally trust or established affiliates, which happily is many of you in the room, can deploy content on the platform. But this is an interim stage until we have a governance conversation. We're going to have, in a few months, we're going to have a public conversation on Wiki about how to run this platform, because this platform is not a wiki. So we cannot use the usual tools. We don't have histories and reverts and, so we do have admins, we do have the ability to block, but we need some way to decide, okay, suppose we want to allow absolutely anyone to write content in Telugu, we still need to appoint a trusted Telugu admin or two who can, monitor that platform for us. I don't read Telugu, right? So that conversation is coming up. I encourage you to be part of it when we start. It'll be on Meta. I will announce it on the mailing lists and everywhere. Once we figure out how we want to govern this, how do we appoint admins, how do we remove admins if necessary, those kinds of questions, then we will have volunteer admins, and then we will open it up for absolutely anyone to start developing courses on the platform. So, how can you get involved? This is my final slide. These are early days of the platform. First of all, you can take one of the available courses. I will share the slides as soon as I'm done, so you'll have the links. You can translate a course that you like into your language. That will be a tremendous help for those members of your community who don't speak English or who aren't able to take the course in English. If you want to develop curriculum on your own for your community, I encourage you to do so. Please don't get the idea that you can't. You can. Just write to me, we'll talk about it, and I'll give you access. You can tell your colleagues about WikiLearn, and soon, like I said, you can get involved in our governance conversation. So these are the links you need. The link to translate will take you to a kind of dashboard that will show you what courses are available for translation. And thank you for your attention.